Your only job on planet Earth is to face your fears. That is the only job, and it's why you are here on this earth. Because God placed you here on this earth to move the needle one notch further on the scale of evolution. And the only way we do that is by facing our fears. Your job is to face your fears. That's the only task assigned to you at birth. But of course, that's the harder thing. That's the work, right? So a lot of people shy away, and we can spend our whole lives avoiding our fears, running from our fears, not understanding that our fears are the greatest opportunity that was ever given to us. Our fears are like a signpost on the map of life saying, go this way. Your fear is actually pointing to your destiny. Your fear is pointing to your greatness. If you avoid your fear, you will never be great. If you avoid your fear, you're shooting yourself in the foot. If you avoid your fear, you're disempowered and emasculated and left behind and vulnerable, ultimately easily mind controlled and manipulated by others. But facing your fears gives you strength. It gives you internal power. It gives you internal vision. It makes you unstoppable. It makes you inspiring. It makes you absolutely inspiring. Facing your fears will help you become the person you always wanted to be. And so the way we face our fears is numerous. And I wanted to share with you in this video how I've done it in my life, like what I've done. So in my 20s, I used to do these experiments where I would do what scared me the most. In fact, in my life, I've always had this intuitive feeling that I'm supposed to face my fears, and that no matter how bad the fear is, I've got to do it. No matter how bad the fear is, I've got to face it. So what I did in my 20s, when I was still just a young man, what I would do is I would do these experiments. One thing I would do is whenever I felt the fear of like a thought or an action, I would make myself do it. So this got a little crazy, and I would do it for short periods of time, like just today only. I would always say what I had to say, always say what was on my mind, no matter how scary it was to say it, or do what came into my mind, no matter how scary it was to do it. So things that I would do would be like, I remember I was in a coffee shop once in my 20s, and I had the idea, how crazy would it be? How scary and fearful would it be if I got up on one of the tables in the coffee shop with a whole room full of people and say something inspiring to the people? Like that, how scary is that? Because I thought it, and I was in my test week, right? My experiment week, I did it. I got up on the table and I addressed the whole room of people. Some people got really pissed and walked off. Other people applauded. Like it was crazy, right? Another example was like I was going out to dinner and I saw this waitress who was really, really cute. I was in my 20s, okay? And I thought she was so cute. And I thought, how scary would it be to just go up to this girl and tell her, like, I think you're so incredibly beautiful. Do you want to go on a date? So scary. And because I thought it, I forced myself to do that. I forced myself to go say that to her because I was facing my fears. So I did that. Now, she was very flattered, and I don't remember what came of it. It was met so many decades ago now, but I faced my fears. I've always faced my fears. Another big one for me was living in a big city like Los Angeles because I grew up in the country and I was really afraid of Los Angeles. So in my 20s, I forced myself to move to Los Angeles to face my fears. I did. I've always faced my fears. And one of the biggest levels of facing my fears in my life that has made me very, very powerful and very successful has been my entrepreneurial journey. Because being entrepreneurial is scary. Leaving the comfort of a job, but doing your own thing, nothing gets scarier than that. But I'm going to tell you, facing your fears is your only job. This is the truth that I stand by with all of the power of my soul. This is the hill I am willing to die on. If there's one message that I stand by, like the hill that I will die for, it's that we are here to face our fears. And so entrepreneurship has been the ultimate path of me facing my fears because there's no cushion to fall back on. I don't have a family with money. I don't have a family trust. My dad doesn't have any money. There's no one for me to call. If I don't have money come in from my business, I have nothing. I will be on the street. My car will get repossessed. I will get evicted and I will be homeless. because I don't have the comfort of a paycheck, a job, family, or support or anything. So entrepreneurship has been a tightrope walk to success because I've had to face my fears. And through that, I've learned how to become the best version of myself. And so in 2019, I launched my group coaching program, Raw Vegan Heroes, which was really one of the scariest moments of my life because it was so aligned. Because I'm a raw vegan. I have been for many years, 8 years now in this lifetime. But I've always felt, I've had this feeling that I have carried the raw vegan message with me through lifetimes. And this isn't the first lifetime I've been raw vegan. I went vegan when I was just 17 in this lifetime. And it was because I knew that I needed to be plant-based and not eat the animals because I'm here to move the needle one notch further on the scale of evolution. So when I launched my Raw Vegan Heroes coaching program, it's like, oh my God, this is like my soul work. This is my soul mission. It has to be successful. I was so deathly petrified that it wouldn't be well received, it wouldn't be met, it wouldn't be understood, it would fall flat, it would fail. And guess what happened? It's been the most incredible, life-changing, successful business I've ever launched in my life. The alignment has been what's so powerful. People can feel the truth and the message and the alignment coming from me. And they're like, yes, raw vegan is what I need. I need to go raw vegan. Today, I have over 5,000 people in my group coaching program, Raw Vegan Heroes. It's absolutely astounding. And we're not just any group. This is a group of truth seekers and modern mystics and light workers and warriors and people willing to face their fears just like me. It's an astounding group of powerful, incredible modern mystics. And you know what? You should join Raw Vegan Heroes too, because if you're not facing your fears, if you're not getting on your health journey, if you're not eating raw vegan, you're not doing it. So come into the group for one, for support with that. But Raw Vegan Heroes led me from being someone who was afraid and broke and emasculated and struggling with money, struggling to get ahead, struggling to figure out my path in life, to becoming a millionaire, because Raw Vegan Heroes is the foundation of my business. It's very successful. I've learned how to monetize a Facebook group. I charge $7.49 a month for Raw Vegan Heroes. It's very inexpensive, and it's the foundation, it's the backbone of my business, which now has generated over $1 million in net worth for me. So facing my fears has led me to become the most successful version of myself. It's helped me become more in alignment with myself. Facing my fears was the only thing I ever needed to do. If you have a fear in your mind, you've got to face it. It's the guidepost showing you what you need to do. For me, it's become monetary success, fulfillment, happiness, joy, peace, a sense of meaning and purpose for my life, my service work. Me facing my fears has notched up me becoming the ultimate expression of my power, my leadership, and my service to others, moving the needle one notch further on the scale of evolution. Facing my fears did that. That was the singular, most important thing. If you do not face your fears in life, you will be emasculated. You will be weak. You will be vulnerable. You will be easily manipulated. You will be the person you do not want to be. And there's no way out except facing your fears. And if you do face your fears, you will become unstoppable. You will become aligned, powerful. You will experience the highest level of leadership, because God rewards those who face their fears, because it's the path. It's the subtle nudge from behind the scenes saying, go this way. It's Oz behind the curtain, pulling the strings of your life. Your fears are God's strings saying, go this way. And if you don't listen, you will never be the person you're designed to be. Now, I highly recommend you get mentorship with me. I have my business mastermind mentorship program. This is how I help people face their fears, learn how to do business. I'm a world-class marketing coach, okay? I've been an entrepreneur since I was 24 years old. I've started businesses in so many different sectors. I was a photographer years ago. I've run retail clothing. I've done physical businesses. I've done service-based businesses. I've done food-based businesses. I've done coaching. Coaching is the most incredible. And I want to teach you how to make $1 million with a Facebook group like I have done. Learn how to do a Facebook group. Learn how to monetize it. But most of all, face your fear. And if you feel called to do a business, if you feel called to start a coaching business or be of service or to move the needle one step further on the scale of evolution, join in my apprenticeship. I will teach you. I'll take you under my wing. I'll help you with every step. This is my life's work. This is my mission and my passion. And I provide that mentorship for you with my business mastermind. I call it my business mastermind because I'm an entrepreneur and we talk about marketing, we talk about entrepreneurship, but really it's mindset. It's leadership training. It's an incubator for your ideas, for your development. It's an incubator for you to be in the cocoon to metamorphosize into the beautiful butterfly. It's your time to be in the egg, to gestate and to break free and to be birthed to the new version of yourself. Don't put pressure on yourself to invest in my mastermind and to start a business. That might not be the step you're at. You might need to just be in there for a while and learn from me. Learn my mindset, learn how I think, learn how I've faced my fears, learn how I've experimented with life, learn how I've become a millionaire with a Facebook group, learn how I do the marketing, learn how each step fits together to help you become the best version of yourself. You don't have to know where to start. Mentorship is where you start. Mentorship is how you go from where you are to where you want to be. Mentorship is the guidance, accountability, knowledge, and wisdom you need to become the person you want to be, to make the money you want to be, to have the lifestyle you want, the house, the car, the income, the family, the love relationships. Mentorship is how you get out of struggle. Mentorship is how you stop playing small. Mentorship is how you stop whining about life and get into leadership mindset. And I train on leadership mindset. That's what I do. And that's what my business mastermind is for. So my business mastermind is $2,997. And it's a weekly Zoom meeting with me, Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time, US. We meet on Zoom. There's 130 members currently in the group, growing fast. Also, every Zoom meeting is recorded and uploaded to a replay library. It's worth the $2,997 for the recordings of the Zoom meetings already. You could spend a whole year just listening to those Zoom recordings, and it would be worth the price of the program. But in addition, you get live one-on-one coaching with me. I will give you direct one-on-one coaching, next steps. I give homework. I give assignments. I help people understand exactly what their next strategy is. What should you do next? How can you experiment with life? How can you break through with life? This is what you need. I'm a world-class coach, and I can help you. I can help you be more successful. I can help you be who you want to be. I can help you align with who you are destined to be. But you need the apprenticeship. Join with me in my 6-month business mastermind. It's 6 months. I don't know if I mentioned that. And it's just the beginning. You probably need to reinvest and spend 2 years with me. If you spend 2 years with me, I will change your life. I'll get you to 6 figures of income. I will help you be the person you've always wanted to be. Give me 2 years with you. Okay, if you invest in with me, I will be invested in with you. Join my business mastermind. There is a link in the description of this video or the comments of this video. Find that link, click on it, read what's included, read the details, put in your name and information and complete your purchase and claim it. As soon as you sign up, you receive instant access to the Zoom replay library. Start watching in chronological order. Send your request to join our private Facebook group. You get the link to my Zoom meeting. Everything you need to know is included in your welcome email. Life-changing. This is my message for you today. I hope that's helpful. Facing your fears is your only job. It's not going to work. It's not being a better parent. It's not learning a skill. Your only job is to face your fears. That's the esoteric, spiritual, divine path for you that will reveal itself, that will weave itself for you if you do it. It's the divine path that God wants for you. And if you don't do it, you will be vulnerable. You will be manipulatable, mind controllable. You'll be weak. You will be self-deprecating. You will be you will be in a negative self-talk story for the rest of your life. You will believe the low self-worth for the rest of your life if you do not face your fears. That's my message for today. Hope that's helpful, everybody. Much love. Signing off for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.